Okay, welcome back, student, welcome back. After having the four distinct groups that Joko Wayne, Joka Jo, Joko Molo, Joka Luo Abasuba, not Joka Luo Abasuba. The Luo Abasuba, which is the fourth one. So I just want us to look at the effects of the Luo migration. What has it led these people coming into Kenya? What was the effect? We talked about the factors making these people to migrate from the original homeland. And the Nilotes as a whole say that these people moved, or they were from a place known as Baret Ghazal in the southern Sudan. And they moved along the Nile, coming in all the way to Uganda and moving into Kenya. Let's look at the effects of their migration in Kenya. One, settlement of Luo in Kenya led to increased population in the area. Population is one, applied to all of them. Be it Bantu, be it Cushion, all of them. That's an effect applied to all of them. The next, they are going to intensify the conflict. Conflict is also another one applied to all of them. Not only Luos, not only a Nilotes, but even the Bantus. The Nilotes between them and other communities in areas over limited resources. These people are fighting because maybe water was not enough, maybe food was not enough over there. Then, for example, they displaced the western Bantus like the Abaluya, Abaturi, and the Ambarusi. So these people are not happy. And being that these people are not happy, then they engage themselves in the fighting. They engage themselves in the war. And that was a result of these people migrating into the country, Kenya. Then the next effect was that there were intermarriage between the Luo and the Mboya Maasai group in area. So the Maasai, which is the plain Nilotes, the Luya, which is the Bantus, the western Bantus, and the Luo, which are the Nilotes, they intermarried. They started intermarrying themselves, whereby the Luo married Maasai girls, married Maasai, Maasai men married Luo, and also Luos married Luo. Married Loya, and Loya married Luo. So because of that migration, they intermarried with some. And this would be also applied to all of other communities as far as people are getting married. For example, we talk about the Kushan, the Oromo, the Somali, etc. They are what? Intermarried within the after the migration into the country, Kenya. Then the next, the Luo assimilated somewhere, communities living in the area. They assimilated them. They adopted some of the cultures that belong to the Luo. Those Luo that were there, that were adopted by the Luo, they started behaving like Luo in terms of culture or cultural wise. Then the next, the settlement enhanced trade of different communities, thus carried the livestock products for grain with the Loya. So there was trade being boosted among these people living together. The group coming from Bantus, they are doing the trade, and also the Nilotes. So they started engaging, exchanging their goods from one place to another. That was trade. And therefore, by then, it was a barter trade, whereby you exchange goods and goods from one person to another. There was no currency by then. Then another one, the Luo adopted agriculture as a result of interacting with the Bantus, who are the farmers. For example, the Abaluya, who are the Bantus, they were having skills in farming, and therefore they adopted what? The Luo adopted that culture from them. Then, that is all about. Then, let's look at the plain Nilotes. Plain Nilotes. So they include the Maasai, Samburu, Ma communities. We ask state two communities that belong to the Ma community. But Ma communities, we have the Maasai and the Samburu. And they are among the Luo, they are among the plain Nilotes. And we have the Teso in Kenya, we also have the Turkana, and also we have the James. James is not in Kenya. Then the plain Nilotes entered Kenya around 1000 AD, that is after the death of Christ, from an area north Lake Turkana. So these people entered in Kenya through Lake Turkana, the northern part of Kenya. Northern part of Kenya. If somebody maybe, it has been long for you even to see the words, to see the map of Kenya. So this is ocean, this is Kenya, this is Uganda, this is Ethiopia, this is Somalia. So this is where we have Uganda. So these people moved, they entered, the plain Nilotes entered through this. But the river Lake Nilotes, they moved, they entered through Uganda, where we have the Lake Victoria here. And here is Tanzania. So That was the difference between them. And I can remember this, we used to be told a certain song when we were in primary. Masai Turkana Samburu James, Karama Masai Turkana Samburu James, Karamanjong Teso, Arco, Plain Nilots. But then, here it's just good to just look at them, that the Ma community, that's Samburu and Masai, that is one of the Plain Nilots in Kenya, and also we have Turkana and also Teso after that. Then, let's look at the reason why they moved into Kenya. What were the reason why these people were moving into Kenya? Droughts and famine that broke out in their cradle land. Cradle land is the origin. So they were escaping from the drought and the famine. One reason that could be applied to them, all of other communities, then also population increase, which resulted in population pressure in their cradle land. Cradle land is the original land. So there was population there. Therefore, they found the need to at least leave a space for other people to stay there. Then the next, the internal pressure from strong neighbors. They were being affected by the neighbors where they were staying. That is, they were being always fought against by the neighbors, and therefore they realized that they are supposed to move to another area. Then the next internal conflict among the Nilotic groups concerning the ownership of the grazing land and watering areas. There was also a fight within among them in the family based on the grazing land and also watering areas. They were struggling over these sources, over these social, over these needs or essential services. Then the next, epidemics and diseases such as sleeping sickness that come from tse fly, or when tse fly. This was the insect causing that. On the ground where it was really affecting the watch, the plain islands, and they found themselves moving. Long term uses really this one, tse fly, but it is tse fly. So that's affecting both human and animals, so they need to move. They had to move. And the next, they moved due to their desire for adventure. That spirit of adventure. This was a point applied to all of these communities. They wanted to know, to have an experience of a new place. If today you eat maybe brown bread, and tomorrow you say that no, I want to have a taste of the white bread. So that is the spirit of adventure. That is the desire to adventure new things. So these people also were having that desire to at least move to another area as compared to where they were, and they wanted to experience that. Then the next, need for water and pasture for their animals. So plain enough, they were pastoralists, and being that these people were pastoralists, they were always moving in need of water and pasture. So therefore, they realized that wherever they were, water was not enough there, and also the pasture was not enough there, and therefore they were moving into new places to look for water and pasture. And that's another reason for these people moving into other places. Then the next thing I want to look at after that, their first point to settle was Mount Morogoro in eastern Uganda by AD and 1000. So these people, they settled, their first place to settle was Morogoro, and from here several groups like the Chie, Iteso, Turkana, and also Karamanjong emerged. Karamanjong also being in Uganda. That's why we mentioned it in the song that can help us know it, Karamanjong. So they are also one of the plain islands, but in Uganda. With the Iteso settling in the Uganda in 17th century before, expanding into the western Kenya so right now they are in western. So Iteso are the plain islands that are in the western part of the country. They are next where the Mboya are, where the people like Mboya, people like Tangula, those leaders there, where they're coming, they are next to this group, Iteso. So the Turkana extended northwards to their present day, that is northern part. So let's look at the effects. What are the effects of their migration into Kenya and the settlement? What made the effects of the migration and the settlement of Teso? Teso is a plain island. What were the effects of them migrating and settling in western part of Kenya? So the settlement of Teso in their present region led to increasing population in the area. Increasing population, that's the one. Another one, intensified conflicts between them and the other communities in the area over limited resources. This was another point that can be applied to all of them. There was fight, there was conflict between them and other communities, that's the Mboya, that's the Bagusi, etc. Then the next, there was intermarriage between the Ites and the Luya groups in the areas. So there was intermarriage between, they started mingling, they started intermingling between one community and the other, and they found themselves engaging in marriage, and they started producing a new offspring of different cultures. And the next, cultural interaction given rise of enriched culture. So because of cultural interaction, these communities exchanging this and that interaction gave rise to enriched cultures. They live now a diverse culture, a culture which is composed of different things. Then the next, some people were displaced from the areas with the arrival of the Itesa. So when these people arrived, they were displaced. So the Masai and some of the Kalenjin community, for example, were displaced when the Itesa arrived from Uganda, that is Morogoro, Mount, moving all the way to Ghana and into Kenya. Then the next, Teso assimilated some of the communities living in the area. They assimilated, they changed their culture. And those people or those communities formed their culture. The next segment of enhanced trade, there was a trade between among different communities. That is Teso and the Luya, and also Teso adopted the agriculture as a result of interaction with the Bantu. So because of them interacting with the Bantu, they also adopted the what? Agriculture. Let's make this be the end of this, and let's meet in the next class. Otherwise, have an finalized day. Otherwise, be blessed. Thank you.